Cancer, a human-killing monster, the leading cause of death in the world. That's what we think of when we hear the word cancer, but if you understand the ways to beat this monster and where cancer treatment is headed in the future, you'll see that there is light at the end of this tunnel. There are ways to live a healthy and successful life after being diagnosed, but to understand how, you'll have to have a basic understanding of what actually causes cancer. So to begin, let's discuss the division of cells in the body. Cells undergo mitosis, a process for reproduction. The mitosis process is controlled by the head of cells called the nucleus. Inside the nucleus, there are chromosomes that are made of DNA. Cancer occurs when there is a mutation inside DNA, and unfortunately, there are many different mutations that can cause cancer. In fact, a cell needs about 6 different mutations to have cancer in the first place. Because of these different combinations of mutations, every person's cancer becomes unique. Moving on, the mutations cause the nucleus to send out mixed signals. Then, because of those signals, cells begin to grow and divide uncontrollably. This huge amount of cell buildup becomes a tumor, an abnormal mass in or on the body. These tumors can become malignant or dangerous when the cell grows so much that they travel into the bloodstream and get carried to other parts of the body. This is why it is important to catch cancer earlier, so that patients are treated before the cancer infects other parts of their body. Once diagnosed, there are many ways to treat cancer. The first, physically cutting out or resecting the tumor in surgery. But the downside to this is sometimes doctors cannot extract all of the tumor, and the cancer can grow back in the future. Second is to use a toxic therapy that targets one's rapidly producing cells, so essentially attacking one's own body. This is called chemotherapy. However, these treatments also hurt other perfectly healthy, rapidly producing cells in a body, like for example hair cells. As a result of attacking the healthy, rapidly producing cells in a body, there are awful side effects to chemotherapy, like hair falling out, nausea, or fatigue. I mentioned before that everyone's cancer is unique, as there are thousands of combinations of mutations that can result in each form of cancer. This leads to our third method of treatment, genome sequencing, which scientists feel most optimistic about. Remember the DNA that I was talking about earlier, and how I showed that the different mutations in DNA are the cause of cancer? Well, in this method, scientists analyze those individual DNA mutations causing the cancer and target them specifically with the most effective drugs. This method would be least expensive and most efficient for patients. Yet, genome sequencing treatment would take a profusion of researching because there are billions of letters in DNA sequences. Just like each person is different, their DNA letter sequence is different. Just like the mutations causing each patient's cancer is different, the cure for each cancer is different. There would be no single cure. There would be thousands of different cures, which would take, again, an abundance of time and money for researching. However, this is our best shot at curing cancers, taming the monster, and although this will take some time, we can provide hope for the future.